a quick tip for those starting their transition statements. Under the transition tab for each child, you have your cover page, which has just the general information, and part 2. Now, part 2 is the context of the early years settings and things that might help the child settle into school. Now, when you do your transition statements for each child, you can write individual comments in each of these fields. But usually, this field, the context, is one generic statement for all the children in the group. So rather than copy and paste it into each box, you go to Settings, School Center, then under Transition, just write your statement here, and you can use the variable name in uppercase, and that will push that comment through to each child's transition statement. So it saves you a lot of time copy and pasting or rewriting. You can do the same for each of these boxes, but it's this one that is the most common as a generic statement. Now, if you've already started your transition statements and you've already clicked in this box for a child, so if you've gone to Adam's record and gone to his transition tab and you've clicked in this box or typed anything into this box, then you go and do the settings under here. If you write something in here, when you hit apply, that will only apply this comment to any of the children that you have not entered anything in that box. So just be aware of that, because sometimes it does get confusing that you do enter a comment in there, you apply it, and you go back and you see that some of the children might not have that comment in there. That's because ClassMon does not want to overwrite any individual comments that you may have written. If you have just got one generic comment, but you have gone through and clicked on some of the boxes, or you started typing into some of the children's fields, then go back to Settings, School Center, Transition, write your comment, and if you're very sure that you want to overwrite that box in every child's field, then just click this tick box here, and it will ask you, do you want to overwrite this field for all children? And you say yes, and that will push that comment through after you hit apply to every child, and there it is there. And you can see that it's replaced name with Adam. So you only do that when you have not written individual comments, and we're only talking about this single field. So it won't affect any other field, just the field that you're setting under settings.